Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly. And kind of got a little insight into Hokage, just, in his psychology, like, you're the Black Butterfly. And also, reread the book, Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly, so we now know everything, because we've read the book. But anyway, onward in Hokage's route. A few days later, late in the night, awake again. I'm thirsty. Yeah, I actually fake yawned and then I just rolled into a real one. Having awoken from a shallow sleep, I head down to the kitchen for something to drink. Still half asleep, I rub my eyes as I walk across the living room. Out of the corner of my eye, I spot something unexpected. What's that? A leg hanging over the edge of the narrow sofa. I look up and see Hokage with his well-toned body, angular shoulders, and narrow face. Girl, if you didn't think you were in love with him, you are now if when you see someone. I looked up and I see Hokage. His well-toned body, angular shoulders, and narrow face. If that's how you see someone, if that's your descriptor in your head, then you are in love with him. He's just sleeping there, totally defenseless. And if you start thinking like he's sleeping and he's defenseless, you might be a pervert. I don't know. Oh, that's the picture book from the other day. Did he fall asleep reading it? I stop and take a look at his face. He's usually quite aware of his surroundings. There's no sign of him waking up. Oh, guys, it's adorable. He's all curled up on that couch and looks so precious. God, he's got so much hair. He's got like more hair than any normal human should have. Oh, but look at he's so adorable. Oh, you just want to pet him. Look, I'll stroke his cheek for you because that's what you want to do. You want to just brush his cheek. Oh, it looks weird when you point like that. Like if you literally point your finger like that with your thumb out, like to touch them, it looks weird. We pretend we're stroking him with the back of our hand. Anyway. It's okay. Stroke your computer screens. Like, oh, you precious thing. It's okay. I'll let you. You go right ahead. Wow. This is what Hokage looks like when he's asleep? He normally frowns so much. I worry he's going to end up with a permanent wrinkle. But it looks like I worried for nothing. I chuckle at my silly thought. His face is beautiful when he's asleep. Yeah, because he doesn't have resting bitch face. Proof he don't have resting bitch face. He seemed so scary at first. But then he protected me from that monster. Although the perspective is wrong on this, though, if you think about it. Because does his jacket have the things on both sides, the vest? Because we usually see it when he's facing us. Like whatever, it's usually on his right side. This would be his left side, so. Weird. It could be on both sides, though. Maybe I've only just noticed it on the one, but. Just saying. That strikes me as odd. Obviously, they did like, oh yeah, well, we'll just put the decoration here. Hello, continuity, okay? I just have a problem with him. He seemed so scary at first, but then he protected me from that monster. I wonder if the wound on his arm is better now. I've seen many sides of him since that day. I've talked to him a lot, and I feel closer than I did before. But what does he think of me? That you're annoying?
That's love, Benny Yuri.
I repeat Usagi's words, but the emotion I feel now is more complex than before. Oh, wait. Whoa. I repeat Usagi's words, but the emotion I feel now is more complex than before. Okay, I totally, was trying to untangle my headphone cord, and I totally skipped without reading the full sentence. Anyway, it's sad. It's a sad but sweet feeling. I have to keep it bottled up inside, but will it ever have a chance to bloom? I think I do have feelings for Hokage. Mm-hmm. Oh no! I thought I woke him. Oh no, now he's suffering. God damn, look at his long-ass fingers. Jesus. His expression slowly twists in pain. You know they do that because, long, delicate fingers or, I don't know what it is. Like, if you were playing a game, anything, and they had stumpy, short sausage fingers, you'd be like, yeah, no. But then you have these long, seriously, they're 4 feet longer than any person's fingers should be, but you're still like, oh, look at his long, delicate, beautiful finger. What is that? Why is that a thing? Why is that something that you even notice on a man? Like, seriously, if a real man had like long, you're like, oh my God, look at his beautiful hands. Why is that a thing? Is it just me? That's weird. It's fucking weird. Anyway, his expression slowly twists in pain. Looks like he's hurting. Maybe he's having a bad dream. Wake him up. Comfort him with your love. Mikage, don't go. Cradles his head in his hands and repeats the same thing over and over. What's that he's saying? He's saying, don't go. Jesus. Mikage! I move to tap him on the shoulder and wake him, but he flies awake before I'm able. Oh. See? It's on this side, bitches. So what the hell? Game? Continuity! Anyway. What is that? Like, ooh, he's being all like evil, emo sexy. Like, I don't know. Where am I? Are you okay? Why did my memory? Why? Mikage? I'm completely perplexed by the situation. I've never seen him so agitated. Is he saying his memory is returned? Did you remember something, Hokage? You look like you were in real pain. Why? What? Why are you next to me? Sorry. I was just walking by and I saw you. I can't tell him I was just staring at him while he slept. I know, because it's creepy. Why do you always come near me? Huh? What reason do you have? It's fine if you're just near me. If you were harmless and just here to bug me, I wouldn't have even paid any attention to you. It's fine if you're just near me. If you were harmless and just here to bug me, I wouldn't have even paid any attention to you. If I let you do whatever you want, you start to get uppity. You intrude on my space and start messing everything up. Messing everything up? What's the matter with you? Do you not realize it? I thought as much. You're always totally oblivious to the people you caused trouble for. You want to be closer to me? Your innocence ruins everything. You just waltz around doing whatever you want with no thought for what impact it might have. This is where the Master of the Banner's coming out. Your evildoer is showing. What? Yeah. You even pulled this book out. What's the matter with him? What about the picture book? Did his memories come back because of the book? Is he confused? I am. Hokage, please calm down. He might be agitated because his memories have come back. I reach out to touch his shoulder and help him calm down. Don't touch me. Don't interfere with me. His anger flaring, he glares at me. I can do nothing except stand in stunned silence. He's directly rejecting me. His eyes tell me not to move even a single step closer. I hesitate. Still, I reach out and touch his shoulder. It's like a gnat keeps flying around me. It's annoying. If something happened, I want you to tell me. If that's what you want, then I will. Oh. Will! I'm okay with this. I shouldn't be. Well. God damn. Look at his hands all like wrapped up in her hair. I'm like, damn. Ugh! It covers my mouth, preventing me from uttering another word. Ugh! I try to twist away, but I can't escape his grip or his hard kiss. That's almost like slamming you against a wall. He just slammed you against the couch and kissed you. It's a slight variant, but I'll give that one to you. We're not up against a wall. We are literally slammed onto the couch, but it's okay. A cold yet hot kiss. Whether an instant or an eternity has passed, I've lost all sensation. The heat on my lips vanishes. I mean, I really wasn't expecting that. Dear God. Although I also love this, and it's like, I just noticed it when he was doing his, like, weird little emo thing going on. I'm like, what is this? Like, maybe this is his, like, thing, his accessory. But, like, I want one of these. Like, I want to make this shit. I'm so, like, I love arm warmers and shit like that. But, like, this, like, wrist cuff thing is hot as fuck on a man. Like, hello, hi. Oh. You know, first of all, you're wearing a vest, and you've got goddamn, like, lacy sleeves, which is just sexy as shit. And then you got this going on. Boy, could you be, oh, you're fabulous. Your clothes are fabulous. I love it, girl. Just love it. Like, seriously? I like my men a little gay, okay? Just saying. That's a little, well, okay. I like them to have flair, and they usually don't have flair unless they're gay. So, just saying. Sorry. But, enjoy that one. Anyway, you wanted to know me better? Are you happy now? Yes, I am. She might not be. I'm really fucking happy. I don't know about the rest of you. Are you guys happy? Because I'm happy. Are you happy? I'm happy. You're happy? I'm happy. Yeah, we're all happy. We're happy. We're good. We're good. You keep going. Kage, why? Girl, shut up. Shut up. We liked it. You wanted to know me, didn't you? Now I've shown you. Oh, right. You didn't think I was the type it would take a woman by force. Again, we should be complaining because that's creepy and weird, but in reality, we're not because we wanted this, so it's creepy and rapey if we didn't want it, obviously, you know, but we do, so it's like, oh, wait, what? Okay, I'm okay with this. Look, sometimes you gotta get a little rough. I should not play these games. You should reconsider your opinions. You knew nothing about me and just came up with that image in your head. I'm completely speechless at how coldly he speaks. I don't know whether I should cry or be angry. Or just be fucking ecstatic, because damn. My thoughts and emotions are a jumble. I freeze up entirely. What's wrong? You're not going to resist? Oh, I see. You were only pretending you wanted to resist. If you want it, I can give you even more. Oh, dear God, please? This path is amazing right now. He's gonna fucking cock tease us, but like, oh, stay away from me. No, that's not, no, wait. I'll bless you with what you desire, but in exchange, stay away from me. Wait, so you're gonna have your way with us and then we never get to talk to you again? That's not what I want. I want to annoy you for the rest of eternity. That's how this works. Do you want attention? Go to Karasuba or Kaguya. Did she just slap him? I break out of his hold and slap him across the cheek. Oh, girl, yes. I didn't get close to you just because I wanted attention. I wanted to know more about you. I wanted to be closer to you. Why would you do this? Peniyuri, my hand stings from the slap. But even more than that, my heart hurts. Oh, you confuse me. Huh? You're the cruel one. I'm the cruel one? It's because he's fucked up in the head. Because he's evil and devious, and we're just breaking down those evil walls and making him squish. We're peeling outside the crusty, burnt layer of the marshmallow and exposing the soft, gushy innards. It sounds disgusting and a little sociopathic when you say it that way, so we're just going to forget that happened. From that point on, we stop talking to each other. We start to pair up with the others instead of each other when we go out to explore the manor. From that day on, we're unable to find any more shards of the kaleidoscope. This only deepens the widening chasm between us. We can't find any shards. We can't escape the manor. And we can't reconcile with one another. You're not finding the shards because he doesn't want you to now. Dark clouds gather in our hearts with no end in sight. The end. I drink down my tea and wipe off my lips. Oh, I'm reminded once again of the touch of Akage's lips on my own, and my heart shifts in recollection. I've been like this since that day. No matter what I do, I can't stop thinking about Hokage. Why did he kiss me like that? More importantly, why was he so angry at me? I'm always asking why. Is that what troubled him so much? Yeah. We're all worried because we don't have our memories, and I've been asking him a ton of questions. I try to dredge up the grim feelings trapped in my heart, but nothing I do seems to make any difference. He said I'm getting too involved with him.
And that's how it went. And, Beniuri, something wrong?
Look at her sad face! She's so fucking cute!
You've just been quiet this whole time.
Oh, I was talking with Usagi, but I got lost in my thoughts. Oh, I'm fine. Sorry, what were we talking about? She's like, bitch!
What? I tell you about my life, and you can't even listen? But I gotta listen to you talk about Hokage all the time? God damn, you selfish hoe!
Usagi places her cup on its saucer and looks at me with bright eyes. No, she's looking at you like, I'ma bitch slap you. I'ma take you out.
It can't be nothing. You've been sighing so much these past few days. It's getting really fucking annoying.
Sorry.
I wasn't saying that because I wanted you to apologize. I'm just worried about you, bitch.
Beniuri? Usagi.
You were like this before, when you were worried about Hokage.
Yeah.
Did something happen between you two?
I'm not doing her voice right, I know, but it's okay. I'm reluctant to spill everything out to a girl younger than I am, but her quiet gaze seems to hint at a deeper maturity. Yeah, bitch has been here for like centuries. The words start flowing out of me. It looks like he hates me now.
He what?
I made him really mad. He said I was cruel. I had fun talking with him. I had a great time finding out all of those things about him. I felt like we were getting closer. I didn't realize he thought I was being annoying. He pushed me away and told me to stay away from him. Look at how sad she looks.
Beniuri.
I'm such a fool. I thought we were getting closer. I wanted to talk about something happy so that Usagi wouldn't worry about me. My voice is raspy, and I feel a stinging sensation deep in my nose.
You're crying.
Look at her face! God, I can't. She makes that face at us. It's fucking adorable. Tears are streaming down my face. They didn't come when Hokage got angry at me. Only now have they started flowing, and I can't stop them. I realize now that I've been rejected. My heart is a mess.
Beniuri, do you have feelings for Hokage? Are you in love?
Love. That single word I've hidden within my heart suddenly feels so real. Soft, gentle, sweet emotions are laced with the bitter pain stabbing at my heart. I've kept it hidden away until now, but this really is love. The moment I figured it out, I was rejected. I'm so stupid. I really do love him.
Beniuri.
The sight of Usagi's downhearted face makes me even sadder. I can't lie to myself anymore. I have such strong feelings for Hokage. Terrible. I'm even making a little kid worry about me. Usagi pulls up her chair and holds my hand. Fucking adorable. She's so fucking adorable! Her face looks as though she might cry at any moment. Oh no, please don't cry, Usagi. It's my fault.
No, that's not true. I have something I need to apologize to you for.
You do?
Yes.
My own tear-stained face is reflected in her crystalline eyes.
But first, will you let me explain the situation between my master and me? I think I can tell you, so please listen to me.
What? The master?
Master is my brother.
Told you! Told you they were brother and sister. That picture was them as kids. A shocking revelation marks the beginning of a long tale. Ooh. Ahem.
It was a long time ago. I lived in this manor with my mother. The building stood on a lake far away from civilization.
The manor that we visited. We knew that. I mean, we knew, like, okay, he somehow was, like, so he must have been the brother or the son or whatever.
The mere sight of it was breathtakingly beautiful. Very few people came to the manor. Often the only sounds that could be heard were the chirping of the birds and the rustling of the trees. I liked her quiet life. But a few times a year, the manor would become unbelievably noisy. That happened whenever Father would bring home guests from foreign nations. I didn't understand it at the time. Father had built up his wealth via his ocean transport business. The manor was built to accommodate his foreign guests. Mother was from a family distinguished in name only. She married Father to rebuild her own family's once sterling reputation. Because the marriage was not out of love, Mother always harbored ill feelings toward Father. However, she moved to the manor to give birth to me. In the end, she welcomed the guests just as Father desired. They would chat in foreign tongues, laughter bounced off the walls, and the alluring scent of perfume filled the halls. An unending dance, adorned with the flashy masks Father would purchase from around the world.
That's why the masks are there.
Night after night, I would cover my ears to the sound of the elegant waltz that accompanied Father's visits.
Look, oh my god! Usagi's already a baby, but look at baby Usagi. She's so cute.
I was alone. I was born with a weak constitution. I tended to stay in my room, and I had no friends.
Poor fucking thing. I can't. Oh my god, she's gonna melt my fucking frozen dead heart. Oh my god, I've never wanted to squeeze a child before. Like, oh, you're so cute. And I hate children, but she's fucking adorable. She's a character in a book. It's okay. A character in a book. She's a character in a game. It's fine.
I look forward only to reading my picture books alone.
She doesn't even have any feet.
One day, Father brought a boy to the house.
So half-brother. He's a bastard child. This boy is your older brother now. Play nice.
The boy he introduced me to was beautiful, as if he came from a picture book. But his eyes had an empty look to them that made me wince. Still, it's nice to meet you, brother. Brother? I spoke cautiously, and he looked at me as though he had seen something unbelievable. And then
Nice to meet you.
he said it quietly with a warm smile. I had no idea what it meant to have a brother. All I understood was that this person with the gentle smile was now a member of my family. My heart sang with joy.
She's so fucking adorable. She's like a goddamn overly frosted fucking cupcake. Oh my god, I just want to smash it. Ah, why are you so adorable? Oh, look at them both.
At first, I was confused, but he excelled in his academics and received lots of attention because of his good looks. I was proud of him. I grew so attached that I followed him everywhere he went. He was so knowledgeable and kind. He would also read to me.
But the black butterfly does not give up. Morning, day, and night, it flutters along in search of Psychedelica.
Brother, what's Psychedelica?
It doesn't say, but it's probably heaven. The black butterfly is chasing the white butterfly that died all the way to heaven.
Will the black butterfly die? That's a sad story.
Yes, but I think the black butterfly is still happy.
Why?
Even if it's only an illusion, it gets to see its other half before it dies.
But won't everything come to an end when it does?
I don't know about that. Happiness takes different forms for everyone. I think the black butterfly felt fulfilled.
I don't understand.
You might still be too young. Let's read a fun book next. I know, what kind of a children's book is this? It's so heavy and deep. They're like, I don't understand. Trust me, someday you will, and you won't be able to explain it, and you're going to cry for no fucking reason. I'm not actually crying, but still. Like,
No. Will you read me this story one more time?
again?
Yes, I want to know more.
All right.
Have you ever been in love?
He's like fucking 10. Well, I don't know about that.
I hope you find someone like these butterflies someday.
Yeah, someday.
We were always together. At some point, I stopped feeling lonely. And then one day, after Brother had come to the manor, I eavesdropped on Father and Mother during an argument.
Oh. You're making your mistress's child the heir? I knew it was half-sibling, right? Taking in that bastard is already insulting enough. How dare you bring even more shame upon me? Poor Hokage. Was I his fault? I have no choice. That girl is sick. She could die at any time. It's better to raise a healthy boy for the sake of the family. What a dick! Poor children. How dare you?
I became scared and ran away at once. I didn't understand what they meant, but I hated hearing my parents yelling at each other.
Like her dad's like, she's just gonna drop dead, whatever, she's a waste of space. And she's like, how dare you bring that whore's child in here? I mean, don't get me wrong, like in an old, even in a modern, you'd be like, I'm out, bitch. But like, think about it, you're an old timey, right? Because they're definitely like ancient. Like they're not from our time; they're from before our time, right? You're married. She's like, whatever. Like, obviously, it's not a marriage of love. So she doesn't love him. He doesn't love her. She's got to be faithful to him. But he can go out there porking anyone he wants and then brings his hose fucking child back. Like, oh, by the way, this kid's mine. And you're like, fuck you. Like, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Being a woman has been the pits since time began. Jesus. You're like, oh, yeah, sure. If she goes out and has an affair, she gets beheaded or something, or like dragged behind a cart, like drawn and quartered, some kind of fucked up bullshit, wearing a scarlet letter. Like, oh, but he can go fuck anyone he wants. It's like, good job, Tom. Fuck you. And then you bring your mistress's child in, like, he's my heir now, and your wife is like, oh, it's a wonder women have not gotten stabby. I mean, they have, but like, it's really a wonder more of them didn't. Like, he mysteriously died. Was it really a mystery? Was it? I'm going to guarantee you, like, a bunch of crimes back in the day, like, it's a mystery how he died. It was probably poisoned by his wife because she was slighted and angry, is all I'm saying. Like, some of those unsolved mysteries, you're like, wait. Was he cheating on his wife? She killed him. Done. Solved. End of story. That is probably what happened in a majority of unsolved murder cases. I'm just saying. Anyway. I went back to my room and cried. And then you feel bad for fucking Hokage, whatever his real name is. You feel bad for him because he's like dragged into this house. Okay, this is my dad who probably hasn't ever seen me. And now all of a sudden, like, sure, my life should be great. But then this woman, his wife, hates me. My father's really only using me, doesn't really care that much. Like, I mean, your whole life is like fucked up. But he actually loves Usagi, so anyway.
And then,
Oh. It's okay.
my brother quietly took me into his arms.
I'm sure you were afraid and worried, but I'll be by your side. And there's nothing for you to worry about.
But Mother and Father were...
It's all right.
He comforted me with his warm smile. And yet, there was something different in the tone of his voice. Are you hurt, brother?
I'm fine. I can be stronger because you're here. I can endure it because of you. Does the mother beat him?
I'm all right, brother. Please don't cry. I didn't understand what he was going through back then. We both just kept chanting, "It'll be okay," to one another, like it was some kind of charm. Something in his heart had been hurt by the discord between our parents. I always had a weak constitution, but now I was growing weaker by the day. Malaise and fever struck. At times, I would lose consciousness from merely reading a book. My medicine kept me alert, but our misfortunes kept piling up. One day, some men came to the manor and started searching the house for something. They took some things with them when they left. I stood there wondering if another party was going to happen, But after a while, I realized something was amiss. I nervously asked about it, but Mother only looked away in sadness.
Oh my god, father's losing his money, so they're selling off their shit. Oh!
So the furniture was gone. The dinnerware, too, and the sundries. I heard whisper that Father's business was not doing very well. Raised not wanting for anything, I was ignorant and didn't understand what that really meant.
She's like 10 and she's like, oh, and you're like, wow, you're way more worldly than most people at like 30. Jesus.
I didn't mind when the glamorous furniture and dinnerware disappeared, but I did feel sad when my brother started to spend more and more time away. The medicine for my illness was imported and extremely expensive. Brother was the one who gathered funds for that, by selling the things in the house and by begging our relatives.
He's the only one trying to keep her alive. It's only his half sister. Oh my god, he's so fucking. He's such the fucking marshmallow. And soon I was gone.
All I wanted was for him to be by my side, although I had no idea what he was thinking at the time.
Please, please help my sister. Beg all you want. Your rotten bloodline has no pride at all. Have you no shame? Treat me however you want, but my sister's also your niece. I just need you to arrange for the medicine. I'll take care of the money. So please. You're such a bothersome pest. Very well. I'll arrange for the medicine. If you want it so badly, I'll give it to you. However, you'll never again set foot in this house. I want you out of my sight. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel so bad for him. That's why he's so angry and bitter.
Brother left home for some time in order to gather up the money. When he returned, all of the color drained from his face upon seeing how ill I had become. But before long, he smiled at me once again and held my hand tight to give me courage.
It's all right. You'll be all better once you take your medicine. Our uncle's taking care of it, and I found the money. We'll have it in a few days. She's gonna fucking die before that. And then we'll call for a doctor. Just a little bit longer. Uncle will save you.
He repeated those words of encouragement over and over. Thank you so much. You're right. I'll be fine. Will you read to me when I'm feeling better?
Yes, of course I will. Don't worry. They're going to save you.
I know. I trust you. I'm most happy when you're by my side. I believe in you. I believe I'll be better again. And I continued to act as though we'd never be separated. And then, after a few days, I died.
I'm so fucking sad.
After that, on a rainy, moonless night, Brother committed a heinous crime.
Oh, who'd he kill? Somebody please, come quick! The master's been shot! Who would do such a thing? Somebody please, come quickly! People die so easily. Swine that deceived me, and the girl who trusted me alike. Death does not discriminate. Comes for us all. I thought something might have changed if I killed him myself. What did I want to do? Was it all for nothing? I felt so low my head touched the floor. I gathered the money. I still couldn't save her. She trusted me. I relied on their words and was tricked. I let her die. Is he stabbing himself? Who's he stabbing? Or is he punching mud? It sounds like he's stabbing something. If only I could see her once more.
From that day on, Brother slowly lost his grip on sanity.
That explains a lot.
He used the money he gathered for my medicine to buy numerous books dedicated to the subject of black magic. He read voraciously.
See, remember they said, like, the master of the manor, or, like, the person who owned that, like, he was interested in the dark art and, like, weird shit? That was Akage. Bring her back from Psychedelica.
He was searching for a way to bring back the dead. A lunatic. That's what people called him. Like a man possessed. He lost himself in his search. Isolated from the world, he started to harbor hate for our parents, our family, and society. His attachment and his hatred became a curse, eating away his soul. One day, he heard about a mysterious kaleidoscope from an old peddler. Supposedly, it was a projector that could display geometric patterns on a water surface. Once certain conditions were met, it would connect to the next world. Brother searched for years, and then at last, he found it on the ship of a trader, and he obtained it in exchange for his entire fortune. Then, on the quiet evening of a new moon, Brother followed the peddler's instructions and built the kaleidoscope, placing it beside a lake.
Didn't they say he drowned in the lake? Now we know how he drowned in the lake.
On the surface of the water, the kaleidoscope cast a beautiful otherworldly pattern. And soon after, the entire lake burst into brilliant light. The kaleidoscope was the real thing. The light shining from the lake illuminated across the water's surface. And in the next moment, my brother took out a handgun from his chest pocket and shot himself in the head.
That's not at all how I thought that was gonna go. I really thought he was gonna jump in the lake and drown, but okay.
He fell into the shining water and sunk beneath its surface.
Oh, so Hikage is down there with Kaguya. Weird.
And he drifted to the world in between.
I seriously wonder, though, if this is where you go when you drown in that lake. You know what I mean? She died in the house, so it makes sense that Usagi would be here. This was his house, so it makes sense. But Kaguya died in the lake, and he ended up here. Monshiro is in a coma, but he was basically dead in the lake. The three of us died in the lake. That's how we got here. Everybody who dies in this house or in this lake ends up here. Fun crazy. But but Usagi was technically the first person that ended up here. You know what I mean? He's the master of the manor, but she died before him, so he ended up here after her. It's interesting. Anyway.
And he drifted to the world in between. Originally, there was no world between life and death. The mysterious power of the kaleidoscope paved a path to the other side, but created a distorted world in the process. That world, made up of the lake and the manor, is where we are now. After my death, I saw eternity. But perhaps due to my brother's powerful desire, the moment he used the kaleidoscope, my death was reversed and I was brought to this world.
Oh, is that why he's trying to find the kaleidoscope he wants to send you on? His
brother? Souls who fall into the in-between lose their memories. Brother was no exception. He had lost his memory. When he saw my face, he started clawing at his throat in agony.
Who are you? I've seen you somewhere. That's right. They did this. I
didn't know if I should let him remember. I quickly hid myself so that the situation could resolve itself. Once Brother had calmed down, he seemed to vaguely remember his time with me. While other souls are able to move on, he's unable to leave the manor. Souls with attachments to the world of the living cannot ascend to the heavens. That's how I learned the laws of this place. I've hidden my face with a mask to conceal my identity and decided to live with Brother. He's the master here.
What does this have to do with it? Oh! And I'm over here. Benny is like, yeah, okay, we were talking about Hokage. That's great. Your story's nice and all. What the fuck? Put two and two together, girl.
And that's what happened to us.
It felt as though she was narrating a play to me. I was listening intently, but it feels like I can't think clearly. I take a deep breath before speaking. The kaleidoscope and the in-between world. And the master is your brother.
Yes, that's correct.
And that's why you're always... But wait, where is the master? I mean your brother.
He is...
She pauses for a moment, hesitating before she reveals the truth.
He is close to you, although he's using a different name than when he was alive.
A different name?
He is Hokage, the one you have feelings for. Hokage is my brother.
What? We had to pretend to be surprised because we were in like, I can't process her words. You're joking, right? Hikage, Hikage is the master of the manor?
I'm sorry.
My head feels like it's been shaken around. But I thought he was Yamato's brother.
No, he's just using the face of Yamato's brother as a disguise.
A disguise?
I explained to you about the faces before. The people who come here lose their face and body, and then move on as a soul.
Right.
Brother is the same. He lost his life by shooting himself. Until he reunited with me, he lost his face and was merely waiting to depart. But because his memory was partially restored, he was unable to actually leave.
God damn it, Usagi, you did this to us all. I'm just kidding. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's okay.
After spending what seemed to be an eternity here, he realized that the in-between has laws that differ from real life. This world was an unstable space, created by the kaleidoscope. The only thing you could consider real is your own consciousness. And by that I mean yourself. Your thoughts, memories, attachments, and imagination. Those things work as a sort of power here.
What do you mean by that?
The weapon you've used to survive up until now, it's the same as that one. If you will it hard enough, you can create anything. You can also change your face at will.
Really cool! What? That's actually possible? I can't totally deny it. We are always making our guns appear out of thin air.
The reason why your weapon is a handgun is likely because that was the last thing Brother held before he died. In this world, the Master, that is my brother, his thoughts rule over all. That's why everyone's weapon is a handgun. In this world, strong memories and attachments, that is, one's past and regrets, are reflected from those who end up here. That's why this warped manor has both new and old memories mixed together.
Are our cell phones created from memories too?
Yes, it's likely something you used on a daily basis.
I suppose so.
It may have been your subconscious, but it is something you created yourself. Materializing something from another person's memory requires an especially powerful thought, even more so when it comes to changing your face.
And Hikage can do that?
Yes, among the books that he owned, there were some whose power was so far beyond the realm of human understanding that it could cause one to go mad. By assimilating that unearthly knowledge for so long, Brother must have obtained the ability to change his face.
Powers beyond human comprehension. I'm sorry. I'm not sure I'm following you.
That's because you're a human and it's beyond your comprehension, you dumb fuck. Brother has the power of what people in the world of the living might call clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance?
Yes, and using that power allows him to read bits and pieces of the memories of the person before him.
He can read memories? So then, he read Yamato's memories and saw his brother's face.
Yes, and he's seen yours too.
Then, the photos sent from the master were based on what he knew from our memories. But what about your memories, Usagi? Doesn't Hikage read yours too?
Unlike everyone else, I've already gone to the other side once. My situation is different. I have no idea how I'm able to continue existing here.
We fall silent. There's so many things I want to know. But I can't tear my mind away from the fact that Hikage is the master of the manor. Why has he remained among us? Why would he pretend to be Yamato's brother? Usagi only shakes her head quietly.
Only my brother knows the answer to that. However, before he fell into this world, he hated everyone and everything. He was full of despair when he took his own life. Those feelings grow stronger by the day. He's become a demonic creature that enjoys warping people's hopes into despair. The only memories that remain with him are his hatred and his attachment to the kaleidoscope. He blindly believes that the kaleidoscope is a magical object that can grant any wish, and that it must be completed.
Usagi hunches her shoulders and clenches her tiny fist in front of her heart. Usagi,
I've taken advantage of the people who have fallen into this world and had them gather the shards. For that, I can't possibly apologize enough.
you know all that. So why do you still do what Hokage says?
Because no matter what my brother has become, no matter what terrible things he's done, I still want him to regain his humanity. I had hoped that if he fell in love with you, the kind brother I once knew might come back. He would stop gathering the shards. He would stop hurting people. And when he finally departed for the other side, he would be filled with love. I couldn't let go of that wish. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I hurt you, Benieri.
Large tears began welling up and falling from Usagi's eyes. Usagi... This world was created by Hokage's love for Usagi. Did he forget about her and his humanity too? But... It's not just you. I think all girls are weak and unreliable. I'm worried I won't be able to protect you by myself. You really want to be considerate of your friends? Don't give up till the very end. Don't give up on your life. What would you do if Psychedelica existed, Penieri? If you could meet your departed loved ones there? Oh, right. I remember what it was called in Japanese. It's Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly. Hikage, I still think there's a part of your brother somewhere inside him.
You do?
Your love for him might have stopped you from saying anything, but I think that deep down Hikage also wants to see you. So try talking with him, not as the master and servant, but as a brother and sister. Look at her face! God, she makes that face and it's fucking adorable. I can't help it. It's like every time it's like, ah! Just love it. Usagi's voice is shaky and she stares at her feet.
That's a dangerous idea. It might drag you into our mess.
It's okay if that happens. In fact, I want that. Looking back, I realize it now. When Hikage was talking about the black butterfly, he wasn't speaking as the master of the manor, but as your brother. I want to find out if the time we spent together was a lie. Not only for you, Usagi, but for me too. I really want to understand him. I want to try one more time. So, let's go see him together.
Benieri!
Usagi opens her eyes wide and purses her lips. And then,
Okay!
with a nod of agreement, Usagi makes her decision. What is it? Why did you call me out here? If we can't talk in the room, it must be something troublesome. Yeah. One night I call for Hikage and take him outside. I know the manor's dangerous at night, but I don't want to involve the others in what I'm about to talk about. We arrive at the entrance hall, and it's so cold that I feel as though time has stopped. The tension makes my back stiffen. I've got some nerve trying this again. Hikage... A cold stare. Is this Hikage or the master? At that moment, a tiny silhouette reveals itself from behind a pillar.
Master!
Usagi? Usagi, good, you're here.
We made a promise after all.
After welcoming Usagi, she and I stand together and face Hikage. His eyes are wide open and glitter like radiant winter stars. I cower under his gaze. You see now, you're the reason Beniuri has been acting so strangely recently. I never trusted you, but I did assume you were at least an ally who also sought the completion of the kaleidoscope. I didn't think you and Beniuri were conspiring together. He seems to have instantly figured it all out. Usagi grabs the hem of my clothes and cowers behind me. Usagi... I heard from Usagi. You're the master of the manor, Hikage. You saved me from the monsters when we first met. When I was upset, you smiled and comforted me. Was that all a lie? That's right. All of it. I love his dramatics. Dramatics! And you're like, oh, simmer down. I pretended to be on your side because it was easier that way. I wanted to watch the kaleidoscope be finished from up close. Everything was alive for the sake of completing the kaleidoscope. You sure took your time figuring it out. No, actually, we figured it out faster in this route than we do in the rest of them, but whatever. My heart breaks a little upon hearing his complete lack of remorse. Despite having already heard from Usagi, the truth still hurts. I suppose I may have toyed with you a bit too much. I delayed revealing myself because I wanted to see you all hurt each other more. I didn't think it would end like this, though. You two have ruined everything. Why are you so fixated on the kaleidoscope, Hokage? What wish do you want granted? My wish? Yes, I have one. Of course. What is it? You figured it all out, so I'll tell you. I wish for destruction. What? The unexpected word confuses me. Pleased with my reaction, Hokage laughs. I want to destroy this world. The beginning of despair. I'll use the power of the kaleidoscope to destroy this world, just like how the shards were lost. What does that even mean? I know, I was like, the fuck? I've lived for so long that I've gone mad. The days have repeated over and over thousands of times. Hatred, grudges, pain without end. I have no memories, but I'm still assailed by painful emotions. Sometimes I'd rather die. You kind of already are, though. It might sound strange to say, since I've already died once, but it'd be easier to plunge into the abyss than to live for eternity. When I felt that desire to end it all, I came to this conclusion. Why am I the only one suffering? Why are other souls able to depart in peace? The emo drama phase is amazing. I want to defile those innocent souls. I want to tear them apart with the same pain I feel. That's not true. You let that little girl go. I want to paint them black as they languish in this world. More and more and more. I want to warp them more. If I destroy this pain-filled world, the bridge that connects life and death will crumble, and despair will overflow. His face is warped by a perverse ecstasy. Imagining everyone suffering the same pain I did gave me pleasure. It was pure exultation. Pure. My monochromatic days were lit up with color. I hadn't felt this way since I first came to this place. Yes, I will reduce this world to dust. Those who follow me will inherit my suffering. I'll live among their screams. Fucked up shit. That, and that alone, is what I wished upon the kaleidoscope. That's... Yes, that's all. That's all I had. Or so I thought. Hikage? Something seems wrong. He suddenly lowers his voice. His eyes begin to dart back and forth. Is he hesitating?
Let's put a stop to this, brother.
What?
All of this is meaningless.
She speaks from behind me, finally having gathered the courage. Meaningless? How?
Brother.
You know too much. What do you know about me? Why do you submit to my will? Why do you keep calling me that? Usagi's voice quavers. Quivers? Well, it said quavers, but whatever. She's afraid. I understand, but... I hold her hand tight, trying to keep her from crying.
Benny, hurry!
It's all right. I whisper to her, planting myself firmly between the two of them. Hikage, try to remember. Remember what? When we saw that girl who was about to disappear in the manor, you smiled so gently. Why is that? Were you remembering your sister? Or no, maybe you didn't have your memories back yet. But there was some part of you that remembered her. Sister. Like how he's shrinking away from us. His gaze shifts and his eyes wander. It's clear he's agitated. That's right. Your sister. Do you remember? Damn it. He clutches at his head and starts to wince in pain. Oh, this is what happened before. This is so fucking good. And I don't want to stop, but we're getting close. Like, anyway. Why did my memory... Did you remember something, Akage? You look like you were in real pain. That's right. Back when we were looking at the picture book, Hokage told me it was the same one he used to read to Usagi. Could it be... We didn't say that, but... Have you regained your memories, Hokage? He has. Because of the mask, I can't see Usagi's expression. She's quietly holding her breath, watching to see what happens next. Hokage, you had a younger sister. She was sickly and quiet, but very cute. You weren't related by blood, but you loved her like you were. Yes, they were. You were half brother and sister. It's the father's mistress. So yeah, the two of you were always together, and you would read to her. You were a kind brother. Stop. Don't make me remember anymore. He grimaces and takes a step backward. Right now, he's not the master. He's Usagi's brother. You cared deeply for her and couldn't accept that she had passed away. You wanted to see her one more time, so you searched for the kaleidoscope so you could connect the world of the living and the dead, but then ended up here. You're still searching for the kaleidoscope, but not because you're wishing for destruction and despair. It's because you're still searching for your sister, isn't it? Shut up. Shut up! You have nothing to do with it. Yes, I do. You might not want to admit it, but I think of you as one of us, Hokage. That's not all. I care about you so much. What nonsense. Hokage, kaleidoscope doesn't have the power to grant wishes. All it can do is connect this world to the next. The world won't be destroyed. Nothing will change. I don't know how you can be happy in this world, and I can't understand the pain you felt either. There's no happiness amidst screams and pain and suffering. I want you to remember what warmth and happiness felt like. So please, try to remember Usagi. Remember your sister. Take off your fucking mask, kid.
Beniuri!
Hokage clenches his teeth and shakes his head, pressing his hands to his temples. Guys, we're getting so close. I don't know. I don't know if we should just do the whole thing in this part. You're wrong. I have no sister. I have no friends. We're your friends. We love you. That's it. You're lying to me. You want to steal the kaleidoscope from me. You're plotting against me with Usagi. No! Please try to remember. Oh, you're quite the sly one, Beniuri. You might not look like much, but you're a deceptive monster. You almost had me. But you won't have your way. I won't let anyone have the kaleidoscope. Hokage! Get away from me. Remember! Get away. Hokage, listen! I said get away from me! He points his gun at us. A flash at the muzzle. My world turns white. I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. Oh god, Usagi. What just happened?
Beniuri?
She jumped in the way. My senses return to me when I hear her weak voice. Usagi? Oh, guys! I'm gonna cry. Give yourself a point for that. Usagi! How? A bullet has ripped through her tiny body. She defended me and is now bleeding from the side of her torso, staining her clothes bright red. Usagi, come on! Hang in there! Oh! What am I gonna do? She won't stop bleeding. I need something to apply pressure to the wound. I place her on her side to try to staunch the flow of blood. Fighting back my own tears, she should have taken her mask off. He would have recognized her face. Despite my efforts, blood continues to bubble up, and nothing I do seems to help.
Beniuri, take this off, please.
Usagi?
Please.
With shaky fingers, she motions toward her cheek. Understanding her meaning, I remove the mask from her face. Look at... He, like, crazed, but sad and beautiful. Like, I just... Usagi! You gotta stay with me! Why did you protect me? He was so close to remembering you.
It's alright. I wanted to help you. Thank you, Beniuri. Thanks to you, I can finally see my brother.
Usagi, you're... With uncertain steps, Hikage comes toward us as Usagi's body gradually begins to fade.
Brother, I'm sorry I hid my face until now. If your memory were to return, what would you be like? Would our relationship have changed at all?
She should have taken off her mask before now. The fuck? Come on. Anyway.
I kept asking myself that question, and because of it, I couldn't reveal myself to you.
No, you're... Usagi's large eyes go back and forth between me and Hikage.
I'm glad I met you, Beniuri. Without you, I never would have been able to stand and face my brother. My sweet brother, who's a monster. I'm grateful.
Don't talk like that.
It's time. It's my turn to depart.
You're...
Brother, no matter what you've become, I will love you.
Usagi! She smiles at me. At that instant, her body begins to shine even brighter.
Goodbye.
At least she finally got to go where she's supposed to be. Because she was like in the world. She's like, I'm in heaven. And then he yanks her back and she's like, the fuck? Now I'm in the in-between. Her body dissolves into a radiant kaleidoscope of white butterflies that disperse into the air. Oh no. Usagi. All of his memories now all come flooding back. My neighbors are like, what the fuck? His memories finally returning to him. Hikage collapses to his knees, tumbling over the place where Usagi was only moments ago. His entire body is quavering, as if he's trying to feel the last remnants of her warmth. The way he shuffles around on the floor fills me with pity, sorrow, pain, and nothing he can do to soothe them. Hikage, this was... I hand him Usagi's mask. When I do, he grabs hold of my arm. Oh, I know he's like evil, but that's so sad. No, I let her die. I let her die again. You killed her. How could this happen? Hikage, please. She was so close, and I killed her again. Screaming. I throw my arms around Hikage as he weeps over Usagi's mask. I know it probably isn't any comfort to him. Even so, I have to do it. He continues to cry, the butterfly whose wings of life are burning. The heat radiating from him is scorching. And so, I do all I can think of. I pull him even tighter to me, trying to preserve the warmth. Oh. This would be... Hold on. Here's my thing, right? Oh, that's silly Yamano. Okay, I just wanted to... I didn't know if that was the new, quote, old one that we've seen or what. This would be a good place to end it, but I don't really know how long it's gonna go. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue. We're gonna keep going, and if because we've done ones that are like an hour and 20 minutes longer. If it gets too long, I'll break it up into 2 parts, and this will be the part where you would be seeing the ending. So yeah. So yeah, we'll keep going. I don't know how much time passes. The hull is deathly silent, as if the tide has gone out. He and I are the only 2 beings in the whole world. At last, he quietly pushes me away and stares at the floor. I lived a lie until now. Not just since I came here. My entire life was filled with lies. You said you wanted to know what I was like. Do you want to hear about the real me? Yes, I do. Then let me tell you the story of my past. Looking disgusted with himself, he smiles mirthlessly as he weaves the tale of his past. I was born to a woman who lived in the slums. I was unwanted. My mother often had fits of anger and would take that rage out on me. Oh. And then one day, some newly muddied man calling himself my father exchanged me for some money. He brought me to another world. He bought him! That's like... Oh my God. Wow. But if you think about it, like, okay, he has some mistress, he's boning some hoe in the slums, right? And then he's like, I'm not going to let you treat my son like that. Yeah, well, I'm going to need some money. Like, so she was a horrible fucking person that wouldn't give up, wasn't like, good, take away the fucking kid. I don't want the goddamn kid. She obviously didn't want him. You know what I mean? But then she, like, was purposely like, no, fuck you. I'm not going to give you my kid. You're going to give me money. So his father had to buy him in order to save his life, basically. That's still fucking sad, though, man. That's fucked up shit. He took me to a manor, den of luxury and bad taste. I was told that some vapid woman was to be my new mother. Does he mean Usagi's mother? She was uglier than my birth mother. She would put dead insects in my food. Still, I suppose I should be thankful I was fed at all. She would tear my clothes to shreds, discard my books, do anything she could to inflict abuse on me, because she's taking out her anger on her husband on this poor innocent kid. Wow, that's horrible. I'm certain she detested having this child of a mistress under her roof. Youthful as I was, I did my best to be liked. I learned to flatter to get by. Flattery to get by. Is that the lie he learned? After a while, my father introduced me to a girl. You mean Baby Usagi? The one you called Usagi, my half-sister. At the word sister, a small light returns to his eyes. He closes his eyes and smiles as he reminisces. She called me brother, took a liking to me almost immediately. At first, I didn't know how to react, but her unconditional affection made me care about her. I hated my father and adoptive mother, but I hid those feelings for the sake of my sister. I played the part of the good brother, the dutiful son. Before long, I became a compulsive liar. I had no resistance for it any longer. I had already forgotten my true self. A few years passed. My sister always had a weak constitution, but she was constantly bedridden by this point. I kept telling her that she would be all right, that I would help her. The lie might simply have been to give myself courage. I kept telling myself it would be all right. It was an utter lie. I should have never said it. Every day I would beg for money to afford my sister's medicine. After my father's finances collapsed, he began to show disdain for me. No matter how much he insulted me, I did everything in my power to keep my sister alive. It's the only thing he loves. Because she loved him. Like, his father treated him like his father was just kind of like whatever about him and like, oh, just stay. The stepmother treats him like shit. The only person who's ever been nice to him and loved him legitimately was Usagi. So sad. I gathered the funds and managed to secure a promise that a relative would obtain the medicine. But the day the medicine was due to arrive came and went. And my sister died shortly after. I realized that they had never had any intention of procuring the medicine we needed so badly. That's awful. I felt my world crumble. I had only pretended to be a good person for the sake of my sister. But now, that sister is gone. Everything was a lie. Perhaps it was punishment for my own deceptions. At least, that's how I felt. My life was full of lies. I started to wish for even just a single truth. Anything at all. The truth. I wanted to make my promise to my sister come true. I wanted that it's all right to be true. And that's why I listened, taking everything in as Akage continues. I told my bedridden sister that everything would be all right, and that I would help you. Right. And so, that's why I tried to bring her back to life. But that's impossible. Yes, utterly impossible. After losing my sister, I'd already gone half mad with grief, but that desire was the only reason I had to live. I read books of all sorts. I purchased black magic paraphernalia. Before long, I obtained the kaleidoscope, that which connects life and death. I have to sneeze. Sorry. And the kaleidoscope here is the same one? He nods. The pattern reflected on water's surface was the entrance to the next world. At long last, I had arrived at the entrance to the world of the dead, to Psychedelica. I see. He speaks of it in the same tone as when we talked about the children's book. My wish would finally be granted. I was overjoyed, and yet at the same time, I was stricken with a terrible fear. Fear of death? No. Seeing my sister. A lot of time had passed since her death. The reflection of myself I saw in the water was not the me my sister knew. As the white butterfly had become the black butterfly, I completely changed as a result of my journey to Psychedelica. I was afraid she would reject me. That's adorable. And we were like, no, if you were the white butterfly, you'd want to see that. And that's exactly what it was. She just wanted you to be her brother again. I became hesitant, and I destroyed the kaleidoscope. What? Looking back on it now, I suspect that's how the shards were scattered. The epitome of idiocy. Faced with the last step of my journey, I became a coward. I was unable to make my long-standing wish come true. I didn't despair. I didn't realize the power of the kaleidoscope was active when I shot myself. And that's where your gun came in. I arrived in an intermediate world, far from Psychedelica. I had no memory. I met Usagi and didn't even realize she was my sister. No, Bird. This is the truth you so desired. Although I imagine you heard most of it from her. Oh, we're still in chapter 11. I don't think we're going to have to split it into 2 parts anyway. Yeah, my life and death were rife with lies. I was weak, and I accomplished nothing. That's the real me. As he finished explaining, Hikage seems so insubstantial that it feels like he could disappear at any second. But no. You're wrong, though. How? You said that telling your sister it's all right was a lie, but it wasn't. It was a wish. A wish? Yes. You wished for her to be well. It was an honest wish. This manor was created from your desire to see your sister one more time. And you did, although your wish was only half granted. It may have been in a roundabout way, and you've done the wrong things in the process, but you've regained yourself. You're Hikage. Timid, kind Hikage who loves his sister. That's the real you. The Hikage in front of me isn't a lie. This is the real you. The one you wanted. Yuri. Hikage opens his eyes wide, and then breathes a deep sigh. You really are a busybody. You snoop around and shake things up. No matter how much I warn you, you continue doing stupid things. You truly are such a... Hikage... He closes his eyes, taking a few short breaths. I lied and lied for the sake of my sister. I put on a facade, clawing my way through my suffocating life. This world is like the deep ocean, just like before. And yet, when I'm with you, even if it's only a slight feeling, I feel like I'm alive and breathing once again. If you had been there when she and I were alive... Yes? He looks right at me and smiles. Such a gentle smile. I would have liked to have met you in the real world. Oh. If you had been by my side when I was alive, you would have seen through my deception. I would have been forced to be honest with you. If you had been by my side... He reaches out and touches my cheek. Oh. I can't look away. I can't move. His face draws close to mine. Wait, what? I feel a slight rush of air brushing my ear. You're always dreaming of such romance. What were you expecting? What? He wasn't trying to tease me. What in the world? Hikage stifles a laugh and places something in the palm of my hand. Is this my hairpin? It's the last shard of the kaleidoscope. It's what? I hold it up and look at it carefully. There is indeed a shard embedded inside the decorative glass. Wait, how did this get here? No idea. That's what I'd like to know. You've gone beyond my expectations in every way. I had no idea at all. What do you mean it's the last shard? You haven't figured it out? It's the very last fragment of the kaleidoscope. And that's why you'll use it to finish repairing it and return to the world of the living. What does he mean, you? Hikage stands slowly and starts walking away. Hikage, wait! Where are you going? Stop! What are you doing? An ominous feeling grips me. He doesn't turn around as he makes his way up the central stairway. Always such a busybody, just like that. Hikage, stop! He turns at the top of the stairs and stands in front of the stained glass window, wings behind him. He grips his handgun. My body has long since rotted away. I can't return any longer. No! Hikage, don't! It cannot end like this. I try to run up to him, but I trip on the stairs. I rush to get up, but I keep falling. My legs won't work the way I want them to. I look up, but I can't get any closer to him. The black butterfly with the dirty wings falls in the desert. A fitting end given the crimes I've committed. But I found Psychedelica. This in-between world is Psychedelica itself. Hikage, no! He points the gun at his head. His finger twitches on the trigger. His eyes shine with joy, and he gives me the biggest smile I've ever seen from him. Goodbye, Beniyuri. Don't do it! You are my... No! He can't be the Toa. He collapses in front of me. The contours of his body gradually dissipate as it dissolves into a kaleidoscope of white and black butterflies. Kage, no! This can't be... I can't take it! It's too much! Tears blur my vision as I gaze up at the butterflies scattering towards the heavens. Where are they going? Will they arrive somewhere peaceful? I don't know. What were Hikage's last words? I couldn't... No! Hikage! His voice was drowned out by the gunshot, but the emotions in his words touched my heart. For fuck's sake, guys. I'm gonna skip the ending just because, Later on, when I come to my senses, I'm lying on a hospital bed. Based on what I heard, I was involved in a bus accident on the way to the lake. I had been trapped at the gates of death for quite some time. The moment I awakened, the large tears streaming down my face confound my family.
Sis, what's wrong? How come you're crying?
It's nothing. It's really nothing. I can't respond. How can I tell them that I'd fallen in love? A sad, heart-rending love. Could it be like the, like, it can't be like where we wake up and, what the fuck, in Bad Apple Wars? What's his name? He's the doctor? Alma? Alma? Oh, look, he's our doctor, and he's like 40, and we're 16, and it's fine. No, this was like way ye olde times. Some time passes. I went by myself to the lake. The manor has been on my mind ever since. And one day, I felt as though I was being guided to it. I hopped on the bus to the lake. It's gone. Having arrived at the island, I stare blankly. I can't believe my eyes. I ask some nearby fishermen and discover that the manor was demolished long ago. There had been a number of accidents around this area, and people started to think it was haunted, yeah, by Hikage. But that all came to an end a few years back. A promenade had even been built around the lake's perimeter. It had now become a place the locals loved to visit. In the end, I wasn't able to tell him how I felt. I set a single flower adrift on the water as an offering. Hikage, you're so cruel. You got to say everything you wanted and then left without hearing what I had to say. He didn't really, though. You didn't hear what he had to say, though. It's not fair. This sweet yet bitter emotion stops up my heart. Our strange experience at the manor remains etched into my memory. I would have liked to have met you in the real world. That's what Hikage whispered to me when he touched my cheek. I touched the same spot, sensing that Hikage's warmth has lingered in some way. If we met in the real world, if we were both reborn, what would our lives be like? Where would we have ended up? I hope Hikage and his sister are happy together. After paying my respects, I turn back towards the way back. As I walk, I see a group of children playing happily. I used to play around just like that. Oh no, I shouldn't keep worrying about the past. I made up my mind to move forward. I gotta think about the future from now on. I renew my resolve and take another step. A single butterfly flutters by. Reflected in the sun, its wings give off a rainbow shimmer. Beautiful.
What a pretty butterfly! Brother, look! There's a butterfly here!
A girl that had been running towards me turns around and waves behind her. Brother. A young man walks slowly down the path. Were they reborn? But, like, even though he would have been reborn before us, that'd be so weird. Like, even though he went back, he died at the same time we came out of our coma. But time is weird in the in-between place. He shields his eyes from the blinding sun as he walks toward the little girl. Oh my god, it totally fucking is him, guys. Ah! It really is. What a pretty little butterfly. Oh my god. Of course, he's got the butterfly fucking on his shirt. And look. Oh, it's Usagi. I wonder if they don't remember anything. I bet they don't remember, even though we... Oh my god. That's it! That's just it! That's just it! Oh my god! You have, like, interpret that shit for yourself. Actually, I want to go... We can go to album, we can go into the... I just want to see something, though. That was, like... That was such a cock block of an ending, though, if you think about it, like... Okay, the Kage ending just is the chapter... Okay, that's it. So, there you go. That was his route. Oh, right. I forgot. We gotta go to the gallery. Oh, we got all of his! Wait, but we only have 89% for Kaguya. Oh, wait. And we got all of Usagi, too. Anyway. So let's go... Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, well. Hold on. God damn it. I need to, like, hide is what I want to do. Okay. That one's not really. That's more... His face there's like, what is going on? I do actually kind of like the ending. Because he was obviously reborn and so is Usagi, right? And they leave it kind of open to interpretation. Like, she just turns around and sees them and but it's like, does he remember? Probably not, because you've been reborn. But they look exactly the same. You know what I mean? Like, I like how they put it under him, even though he's, like, just in the background of some of these. Like, literally, they put it under him because his head is here. It's not him. It doesn't count. Like, we should just end it on that one because it's so... Oh, that's right. I forgot we had seen this beforehand, and we realized that's where his thing... Okay. Like, crazed Munshido. But the funny thing is he comes out looking like Hokage, but Hokage stole Munshido's face. So, like... I mean... See, we knew that they were, like, obviously, like... And that should have given us the sign right there that they're the black and white butterfly, because he's all in black and she's in, like, white. I just love it. Hokage! 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 Fuck my life! I love that. Oh, that one's adorable. I know there are variations to some of these. Yeah. That one's really good, though. I do love that one. I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry, we didn't get shoved up against a wall. We got slammed down on the couch and, like, force kissed. But I'm okay with that. Oh, I love that one, too. The drama. The Hokage drama. Like, that would be a good one to end it on, because I love this one. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love it, love it, love it. But the other one, you can at least see his eyes. Aww. I think it's funny that that one's in his. Despite the fact that it's, like, Usagi, but... That's adorable, though. I really did like their backstory, so I like it a lot. You know, and that he's, like... human. You know what I mean? Like, I love that. That's so adorable. Is that supposed to be us in the background? Like, I never realized, because I figured she would be turning around looking at them. But, like, there we are, like, oh, hey, there's this dude. He's like, God damn it, idiot. Falling like this. It's funny that that one was before these ones, but... Oh, that's it. Okay, that's it. It's really weird. Here we go. So this is where we're going to end it on. But yeah, so I enjoyed his path. It was really good. I like the backstory that we got. So we found out that he really is the guy that they talked about when we went to the lake and everything like that. And we're like, maybe, but we don't really know his story. But yeah. But I do think it is the bittersweet ending. It's almost like the bittersweet Toa ending, but this was better because he ends up like, no! But then he's been reborn, and then we at the lake, look, a butterfly. And, oh my god, it's them! And it's a beautiful. But I also like the fact I have a love-hate relationship again with this ending because it's like, oh my god, yes, he was reborn, and that's great. But she remembers him. He's not going to remember her. But maybe he does. Maybe for some weird reason, because he was the master of that world, he remembers. You know what I mean? You could actually interpret it any way you want, which is actually really cool. So I kind of like that they didn't like actually, they showed that CG and it was like, and we're done. You decide what fucking happened. You know? Obviously they're going to fall in love and live happily ever after because hello, whatever. But I do like that it isn't in the sense of like Bad Apple Wars where you know that she knows that they're the reincarnation of that spirit, but they don't know. Because that hurts me. It's like, but we know, but they don't. And it hurts me a little. That hurt me a little. Like, I don't know why. I was like, I know it's like beautiful, but it still makes me a little sad that she remembers and they don't, you know? As opposed to like they both were reincarnated and they both remember, like, you know, neither one of them knows, but we do, you know? But I like that you could interpret this in that sense of she remembers and he doesn't. Or you could be, you know what? Maybe he does remember. Whatever makes you feel better about the ending is kind of how they leave it open, and I like that. Like I was like legit like, oh my god! I was like really hoping like could he be reborn? Could he? Because I don't like how this is gonna end. This is gonna give me Toa vibes, and I'm not gonna be able to handle it. It won't make me as sad as Toa, because again, I have not cried in a fucking game like that. Goddamn that fucking game and killing. I'm still sad about it. It still hurts me. Like I still feel pain thinking about it. So anyway. We're not gonna think about it. So when we come back in tomorrow's part for you, and probably a couple days for me anyway, we are going to do Yamato's route. So that's what we're gonna do. So we have in Yamato's route, we have his ending, and we have Takuya's ending. So we have basically a couple endings. So his is going to be a little bit different. Hokage, this is all he had. So we'll come through, we'll do the choices that we have to do, kind of like we did the first part of Hokage's route. We'll do all the normal stuff. We'll do the side stories. We'll go down the Yamato ending, which would be kind of like Kaguya, where you're trapped in that world because it's quote-unquote the Yamato endings. And then after that, we'll do the Takuya ending. So that's basically at the very, very end when we go down, like what we did in the normal path. We ended up at the lake and we're like, okay, golly gee darn it, we're going to go on with our lives. And it was like, what the fuck? That's the best ending? There's a branch off of that where you can go down Takuya and I guess be with him in the real world. So Yamato in the in-betweeny world, Takuya in the real world. We're going to do both of those, obviously, in the Yamato route. So we'll just kind of follow the flow chart. So anyway, I'll wrap this part up here because now we've gone way over time. I knew it was going to be longer. We probably could have split it up into two. Fuck it. You guys get an extra half hour on this part because I couldn't leave you hanging like that. And I couldn't leave myself hanging. I was like, I can't just stop this because I wasn't going to I wasn't going to record another part tonight, and I'm just like way beyond what I should have recorded, but fuck it. Anyway, so I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.